Hello, everyone. This is Cornelius with Jansultants, and this is an overview of the Jansultants My Analytics real-time tool. So this real-time analytics tool, what it does is it provides real-time stats of your website. So a lot of SEO reports and things of that nature, they let you know very important trends about your website, but you usually get those reports 30 days, 60 days, or even 90 days after a potential customer has left the site. This lets you know exactly what a customer is looking at on your site, what they're doing, where they originated from, and things of that nature. So let's just dive right into it and get some of the information and real-time stats from this dashboard. So this is a Jansultants member, and we have pulled up their dashboard to use it as a example. So this real-time stats board, at the very top, you'll notice that it breaks down the stats per hour. So it gives you approximately a 3-day window at the top, and it breaks it down per hour. How many people were on the website, and how many different page views per hour. So that's at the very, very top. As you go down, it gives you the daily page views. Okay. So it'll tell you how many people visit the website, how many of those visits were returning customers, how many pages those 20 visitors actually viewed, um, what percent, once again, were new visits, in this case, 80%, the bounce rate. In other words, did they bounce off the website or did they actually click off the website? And how many page views per visit? So on an average of each visitor that actually looked at the website, there were approximately 5.6 pages that were thumbed through. So that is important and vital information. So this is daily. Okay. Now, as we drop down, we're going to get even more real-time information. So right now we can see that there is one individual that is on the website. And this is late on a Sunday for this particular website. So that would be noticeable that there wouldn't be a ton of people on a late Sunday evening viewing this particular website. So in this instance, as we go in, active online listeners and you or visitors, I'm sorry, you can see that right there. It actually shows you what page on the website that the visitor is actually viewing. And this is a salon website, one of our members. So it shows the actual page that they are viewing. It shows the IP address that they actually signed in from. It shows a map of where this particular customer is actually from. In this case, it would be Denver, Colorado in the United States. It also lets you know that right there. It also tells you what operating system they're using, what browser they're using, and what type of device they're using to view the website. In this case, it's a desktop. So depending on where they're from, this would change. Their location would change, their operating system, the browsers would change, and it would actually show that they're viewing it using a desktop, Android, iPhone. It gives you all of that information right here. A tablet, an iPad, gives you all of that information. Okay. Up here, it lets you know how long they've actually been on the website. Right here, it'll actually show a heat map. It'll show where they've actually clicked on the website. Now, this particular visitor has just went idle. So when it goes idle, it actually collapses some of the information, and that is what has just happened in this dashboard. But as we go down, we can find all kind of information from different users as we scroll down to view some of the day's visitors. So we can see here a Windows 7 user using Firefox 29 as a browser and a desktop. Up here, a phone user using Safari. It's going to be an iPhone user. They were also in the Denver area. Here's another iPhone user using Safari in the Littleton area. And it gives you information about each and every individual that is on your site. Now, if the person is on the site and they're not idle, if they're live and you can actually see what pages that they're looking at, you can also open up a chat with that particular customer. So let's take a look here. Let's drill down even farther into this customer that is actually on the website. So you can see up in this area, there is a chat module that's plugged in here. And this module will actually scan information if the person has actually put their email address or their phone number in a contact form on the website. It'll grab that information, put it in right here so that you can have that at your fingertips. You can also send the customer a message right here, and this would be the start of a chat. So you would hit send message. The potential customer would receive the message, and you could potentially chat with the customer about what they're actually viewing on the page. Now over here, it identifies the customer by their IP address. Now, what you can do is go in, if you're able to obtain a name for this particular customer in the chat, you can actually go in and you can see right here, name your visitor. It'll allow you to go in and rename your visitor. We go down, it gives you some graph stats about this particular user. What page views and things of that nature that they've actually done while they're on the website. Over here, you can actually create a sticky note, a little bit of information about the customer. And down here, it actually pulls up a map of where this particular customer is located. So you being a local business or local owner, you can say, okay, well, hey, that's pretty darn close to where I'm located. So now you know that this customer is very, very close to you, and you can actually gauge your chat or your conversation that way. So this gives you more detailed information to see what pages this particular customer. Now this is a returning customer, so because it's a returning customer, you can actually see all the pages that this customer has actually viewed, not just this time while they're on the site, but all the prior times that they're on the site. So if you see them viewing one page more than any other page, well, that's probably an interest of that particular customer. So you can see that here, the real-time analytics dashboard gives you very, very vital information at the moment. I mean, right at the moment that that customer is on your website, it lets you know everything you need to know about that customer so that you can make a decision. So right here, you can see that this one customer is idle and is a recurring customer and also is a desktop user. So once again, it gives you very, very vital information. And this is information that you can use to convert customers in real time. Now, down here at the bottom of the analytics real-time dashboard, you can see different other information like how the customer actually got to your website. In this case, Yelp. So this person is actually a Yelp user and went through Yelp and actually found your website through a posting on Yelp. So now have you maximized your Yelp profile? What type of pictures do you have on Yelp? What type of reviews do you have on Yelp? So as you start to see more and more referrals coming from Yelp, you can actually go in and maximize the exposure of Yelp to make sure that you're getting as many customers as possible. Over here, you get some stats as far as returning customers and new customers to see what percentage of your customers are returning and what percentage are new. It actually graphs that out very nicely. Over here, you get page views and and visitor stats right here. You can see that that's actually lighting up, and it's giving you a nice graph to let you know from day to day this week how you're doing as far as your customers actually reaching your site. And this breaks it down per day. It's a weekly chart right there. So as your site is live on the internet, you'll see that these everything on this screen changes. Sometimes within a 30-second window, sometimes within a 1 minute or 3 minute window, and that allows you to be able to communicate with your customers in real time on your website. Now, this particular technology is new and very, very useful in converting customers. If you had a convenience store or a retail store and a customer walked in, you would want to know right then how you could help that customer. If the customer has went through the trouble of driving to your store, getting out of their car, whether it's cold or hot weather, to come in to look for something, they're interested. So you want to be able to convert that customer into a paying customer, and all the information that you can get in order to make that happen, you want that to happen, and you want it to happen in real time. You don't want anyone to give you a report 30 days late that there was a customer in your store 30 days ago that was interested in a particular service or product. So that is the real-time analytics dashboard, and why it is so important that everyone who has a website and is looking to convert customers on their website absolutely needs to have this tool. Now, in the part 2 of this overview, you can find that video. We will go over all of the additional information that you can drill down into, and that's going to be on the left-hand corner menu. But for right now, we have reviewed the real-time My Analytics dashboard for Jansultants, and sign on today to jansultants.com and sign up for one of our 2 membership packages, and make sure you get this dashboard. Very, very important that you have it if you're looking to convert customers.